watch. You can stop what my generation has failed to stop. Through the portal of social media, for the first time ever, you have direct access to nearly every home across the world. Never before have students been able to start an outcry against injustice so loud that it can be heard around the world. That voice is a powerful one. The question is, will you use it? The future of our state depends on you. Help us save West Virginia.
Hi, my name is Caylin Atkins, and I am a statistic. My baby brother and I were born into a home that was under the influence of drugs. In the 3 years that we lived there, we suffered severe neglect. While the people who were supposed to protect us were being consumed by addiction, my brother and I were locked in a room alone. Because of my birth parents' abused drugs, I was forced to be the caregiver of my 1-year-old baby brother, even though I was only 3. We were left completely alone, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, with no food, no water, and nothing to do. My name is Caylin Atkins. One of the earliest memories I have is of a room, a cabin in the woods. Most of the windows were boarded up, and the tiny parts not boarded were completely covered in bugs. That room in the woods was my home as I raised my brother at the age of 3. That room had nothing but a bed frame and a mattress. My name is Caylin Atkins. Because of drugs, I raised my baby brother as no 3-year-old should have to, in a boarded up room in a cabin with no food and no water. In order to survive, I would rip the wallpaper off of the walls and eat it, and then 3-year-old me would feed it to my baby brother. I remember ripping the mattress open so me and my brother could eat the stuffing that was inside. My name is Caylin Atkins. When Child Protective Services rescued me and my brother, we had been locked in that room for so long that we had both suffered severe malnutrition. We were so starved and so desperate to stay alive that we were eating the wallpaper and mattress stuffing. CPS took me and my brother away from that room, the cabin that was in the woods, and we were put into the foster care system. Compared to some children, I wasn't in the system that long, just a little over 2 years. But in those 2 years, me and my brother continued to suffer. We would both become attached and then removed from 2 families before we found permanent placement. My name is Caylin Atkins. Because of my birth parents' drug addiction, I spent 2 years in the foster care system, attaching to more people who I would lose. When you're in a foster home for even 6 months, when you're that little and you're desperate to have a mom and a dad, you'll start to think, maybe this will be my forever family. Maybe I'll get to live here for the rest of my life. But when you're taken out of that home and then you're put into a different home, you're left confused, but more so hurt. You start to think that something's wrong with you, and that's why you aren't wanted. You think that not having a family was your own fault. What did we do wrong this time? Why don't they want me anymore? Did I do something to make them not love me? My name is Caylin Atkins. My baby brother has been diagnosed with a condition called reactive attachment disorder. It's pretty rare, but almost all children that are diagnosed with it are or were in the foster care system at some point in their life. Reactive attachment disorder is when a child does not make healthy, stable attachments to his or her caregiver. Basically, they can't or don't get attached to their parental figure. So they don't know how to love someone because they didn't receive proper love as a small child. Even when they get out of that room in the cabin in the woods with no love, the room with no love isn't out of them. My name is Caylin Atkins. My brother and I have been legally adopted into a stable family for 10 years now. We are no longer in the cabin in the woods surviving off of wallpaper and mattress stuffing. We are no longer being bounced around in the foster care system, but our lives were forever impacted by our parents' decision to abuse drugs. My name is Caylin Atkins, and I represent thousands and thousands of real West Virginia children who are not just statistics or numbers on a news report. My name is Caylin Atkins, and I am standing for the children of West Virginia who are hurting because of this drug crisis. Children who have names, who have dreams of being loved and wanted. Real West Virginia children who are our duty. They are so much more than just statistics, and enough is enough. My name is Caylin Atkins, and I was a statistic, but now I am telling my story. Their story, our story. My name is Caylin Atkins, and I will be a part of the change.